Foreign passport holders are being allowed to leave Gaza. Also, Jason Aldean speaks out after his controversial music video. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in on this Thursday. Let's head to the weather patio, where it's Wednesday, isn't it? Meteorologist Jacob Madison has a look at your certified most accurate forecast on this Wednesday.
Yeah, happy November, everyone, which means the weather in general is only going to get worse. I think they're testing the tornado sirens right now or something. It's pretty loud out here. But let's take a look at the current temperatures, mostly in the 30s across Dane County. I'm not sure if you could hear those sirens, but they're getting pretty loud out here. Some parts of our area are still below freezing. Out near Iowa, we're seeing temperatures closer to 30. But earlier this morning, it was the coldest morning in quite a while. Parts of our area dropped into the teens. Now, we are going to see temperatures warm up a little bit over the next couple of days. But as I mentioned, in general, temperatures are only going to get colder going forward. Highs today will be in the upper 30s. Some areas may get into the lower 40s, but we're going to see plenty of cloud cover. Not much going on precipitation-wise the rest of the week, but tonight will still be cold, but a little bit warmer with lows in the upper 20s. I'll talk more in detail about our next chance of rain coming up a little bit later.
It's the first Wednesday of the month. That's when they test the sirens.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. We'll check back. A former Rock County deputy sheriff accused of sexually assaulting multiple children was sentenced to 6 years in prison. 36-year-old Gary Huber was charged with 10 felony charges, including first-degree child sexual assault and repeated sexual assault of the same child. In August, he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of causing a child ages 13 to 18 to view sexual activity and 2 counts of exposing his genitals to a child. His prison sentence will be followed by 10 years of extended supervision. Right now, Madison police are investigating a stabbing case on the city's southwest side involving dozens of people in what they're calling a chaotic scene. It happened Sunday morning along Allied Drive. That's a neighborhood just off Verona Road. Officers say 2 different groups got into an argument over a crash in the parking lot of an apartment building. Someone stabbed a 31-year-old woman. She's okay and out of the hospital. Others have been arrested in connection to the fight, but there isn't any arrest for that stabbing. Israel's military took aim at a refugee camp in Gaza for the second day in a row, claiming there are Hamas targets in the area. That comes as some injured Palestinians are getting much-needed medical help. Natalie Brand reports.
Ambulances carried injured Palestinians across the border into Egypt for treatment Wednesday morning, while hundreds of foreign passport holders were also permitted to leave Gaza, some on foot, others in buses. U.S. diplomatic sources say Qatar brokered the deal between Egypt, Israel, and Hamas for the first limited evacuations from Gaza. A Palestinian Authority spokesperson says 81 badly injured people will be treated. The latest developments come as Israel intensifies its attacks in Gaza. IDF missiles hit a densely populated refugee camp just 2 miles south of the border. Hamas claims many civilians were killed and injured, while Israel says it targeted and killed a Hamas commander and other militants and destroyed a tunnel complex. Here in Washington, there's a political battle over funding for Israel. The Republican-led House wants a standalone bill for Israeli aid, but President Biden has said he'll veto any bill that doesn't also include additional money for Ukraine. Many senators from both parties also want to keep the funding together.
It would be a huge mistake to separate this package, and we got to have strong border provisions. So I will not support separation of the package.
The Biden administration is also closely monitoring any developments concerning the more than 200 hostages, including a number of Americans. A spokesman for Hamas claims the group will begin to release foreign hostages in coming days, though Israeli officials say there's no hostage deal in sight. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
Country singer Jason Aldean is speaking out in his first broadcast interview about the controversy surrounding his song Try That in a Small Town. The country music star sat down for an exclusive interview with CBS's Jan Crawford to discuss the video released this summer. It was filmed outside a courthouse where a black teen was lynched in 1927 and featured clips of people vandalizing cities during recent protests against police brutality. Supporters felt the song upheld small-town values in uncertain times, while others view the images in the video as threatening toward people of color.
This video did not shine light on one specific group and say, that's the problem. I feel like the narrative really got switched over and became, more of a racial type thing. And it's like, if that's what you got out of the song and the video, I mean, I almost kind of feel like that's on you, because that wasn't our intention.
Aldean has had 28 #1 singles and has sold 20 million albums. Try That in a Small Town is one of the singles on his new album, Highway Desperado, due out November 3rd. High mobile phone use could impact sperm count. That's according to a new study that explored the role of cell phones in male fertility. It found men between the ages of 18 and 22 who used their phones more than 20 times in a day had a 21% higher risk for a low overall sperm count. The men also had a 30% higher risk for a low sperm concentration. Men who used their phones 1 to 5 times a day or less than once a week had much higher sperm counts and concentration. The study did not specify whether the men called or texted or used their phones to do both. Male sperm count has fallen by more than 50% globally in the last 50 years. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. For the first time ever, cup noodles will be microwavable. We'll tell you why.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
The moms have a brand new show.
Are you having a great time?
I'm Mom So Hard Ladies Night. Saturday, November 18th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
We've got questions about Medicare plans.
Well, we've got a lot of answers. How can I help?
Well, for starters, do you have a Medicare plan I can actually afford?
How about a plan with a $0 monthly premium?
Well, that's a great start. What other benefits can we get?
Things like dental, vision, and hearing. But let me help you pick the plan that's right for you.
Don't wait. Call 1-800-AETNA for you to get answers to your questions and pick a plan that's right for you. And let's make healthier happen together.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Their harmony and great country music that brings people together. It's Rocket Club. Performing live Friday, November 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
Public schools in Portland, Oregon are closed today, with more than 4,500 educators on strike for the first time in the school district's history. It follows months of unsuccessful negotiations for a new contract over issues like cost of living increases, class size limits, and mandatory staffing levels. The Teachers Association says their demands are just, though Portland Public Schools says it is limited by fixed revenue. A major court victory for Tesla yesterday after a California jury found Tesla's autopilot technology was not to blame for a deadly crash in 2019. Survivors of the crash accused the automaker of knowing its driver assistance technology was defective. Tesla argued the crash was caused by human error and that the driver still has to keep their hands on the wheel while using autopilot. The jury ruled that the driver's Model 3 was not defective when it went off the road. And for the first time ever, cup noodles will be microwavable. That's because the classic college student staple is doing away with its foam container and will instead be packaged in an eco-friendly paper cup that can go in the microwave. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Well, private sector employees continued hiring in October, though not as much as analysts expected. Payroll processor ADP released data today, that is, indicating the sector added 113,000 jobs. That's less than the 150,000 projected, but the addition could continue to propel consumer spending. Economists say the resilience of the labor market is helping spending stay afloat. ADP's latest national employment report also shows annual pay was up 5.7%. Americans with savings accounts could be getting more money from their banks, but they aren't. That's according to a new study. The study found that many banks are offering savings accounts with really good interest rates, but customers aren't getting that interest because they don't know about it. Researchers say about 1/5 of Americans with savings accounts don't know how much interest they're getting, and those who know say they're getting less than 3%. That's about 2% less than what they could be getting. At the noon hour, let's check Wall Street. The Dow Industrials up 43 points. The NASDAQ up 77. The S&P 500 up almost 15. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Pam's egg prices are next, along with Jacob's forecast. And coming up at 4 this Wednesday, is solar power the right choice for you? Consumer Reports says all you need to know.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Hey, Wisconsin neighbors, it's Alex Worley, and I'm joined by Paul Lukowski, president of Tundraland Home Improvements, the exclusive Wisconsin jacuzzi bath remodel dealer. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Alex. Great to see you again. How have you been?
I've been great, Paul. You know, becoming a new parent has been an adjustment, so even small time savers make a big difference. Plus, don't you guys finish most projects within a day?
Yeah, we like to be quick, efficient, and leave your bathroom looking like we were never there.
That's amazing.
And that's why people love doing a project with Jacuzzi. You can add a handheld shower head, you can do seats, guaranteed to elevate your shower experience.
Well, thanks so much, Paul. And if you guys want to take advantage of this limited time offer, give Tundraland a call today. Get free installation on all projects with a free upgrade to a luxury handheld or rainfall shower head. Plus, in honor of Veterans Day, veterans receive an additional $500 off their remodel in collaboration with our Tundraland Cares program, Baths for the Brave. Call 1-800-TUNDRALAND today.
McGann Furniture is closing its doors. The owners are retiring. It's the final weeks of our going out of business sale. Everything in the store must be sold. Store-wide markdowns of up to 47%. Plus, we're taking reasonable offers on everything. Make us an offer on quality name brand furniture, including Amish, dining room sets, bedroom sets, recliners, upholstery, and mattresses. Free financing, special sale hours. Hurry in today to the final weeks going out of business sale at McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
That's right, stand up! On the Jennifer Hudson Show, get on your feet for the living legend, Smokey Robinson. He's here for the whole hour. And we're gonna sing something for you.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Thursday, we're looking ahead to this week's Wisconsin Huddle.
Tanner Mordecai hangs out with sports director Zach Hanley and talks about his injury.
And it is cold for now, but we are expecting some warmer weather for the rest of the week. Headed into the weekend, join us tomorrow morning between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report on this first day of November.
Yeah, boy, and I'll tell you, last night it felt all like November, even if it was Halloween. I had my ag weather buddy on my radio show said that the community of Sheboygan canceled Halloween last night because of the weather. They're going to try it again tonight. So this definitely a surprise for a lot of folks. Our Wisconsin dairy farmers are really ratcheting up their management of their dairy barns. Baby calves especially. You know, what we don't realize is those baby calves are so susceptible to these changing weather conditions. Our University of Wisconsin dairy researchers say that a baby calf, as soon as it's born, is probably the most susceptible. Even if you get that baby calf dried off right away and try to do your best, they can still suffer frostbite. So we've got to make sure that we've got our bedding pack all around them, that they're free from drafts. In fact, they advise that you bed your baby calves so much so that you don't even see their legs. That means that they're down in the bedding and will probably have a better chance of staying warm. Even those baby calves that are less than a month old, they are susceptible to these temperatures. If it's below 32 degrees, the 1 month old calf and older are susceptible. Baby calves that are just kind of newborn, 48 degrees. So this kind of shocking weather, not good for our dairy folks, and they're doing everything they can between facilities, people power, and things like calf jackets to make sure their babies are taken care of. Well, the president is trying to take care of rural agriculture in Minnesota. They are just outside of Northfield right now, visiting a farm and talking with agribusinesses. Tomorrow, Sochi Torres-Small, who's the Undersecretary for Rural Development, is going to be in Dane County talking more about the Inflation Reduction Act and some infrastructure dollars that are going to rural communities and agriculture, specifically conservation programs, as well as infrastructure programs like helping out with well water, continued efforts on broadband expansion. So we're going to be tagging up with her tomorrow. Barrel cheese was up a penny and 3/4 today at $1.67 1/4. 40-pound block cheese unchanged. Big move today on butter in the opposite direction, down 13 3/4 cents, $3.14 1/4 per pound. That downward movement, kind of like the thermometer has been this week, huh?
Hopefully it'll go up. They'll all go up.
Yes, that would be good all the way around.
All right, Pam. See you tomorrow. Here's Jacob now with those temperatures.
Yeah, they are going to go up initially, but we are going to see a return of the temperatures similar to what we saw yesterday by the time we get to next week. Now, here are the 3 things you need to know. Still well below average today, although it actually will be a little bit warmer than Halloween. But then we're going to be closer to average as we head to the weekend, as temperatures will likely get back to the 50s. And for the most part, we are going to be dry through the weekend. We do have a good chance of rain by the time Monday rolls around, and I'll talk about that in just a bit. But first, I want to talk about the temperature forecast for today specifically. We'll see highs right around 40 degrees, plenty of cloud cover. It's going to be chilly, windy a little bit, but the winds aren't going to be a huge factor. We are going to remain dry, though, and the dry weather is going to continue tomorrow. A little bit more sunshine tomorrow as temperatures begin to rise a little bit. Highs will be in the upper 40s, and as I mentioned, they're going to be in the 50s by the time the weekend rolls around. Could hit 50 as early as Friday, but then the chance of rain on Monday will cool things off for the middle of next week, as we will see high temperatures back near 40, possibly even in the upper 30s. So looking at future track, we are going to remain dry. Slight chance of rain Friday night, but the next good chance of rain will come later in the day on Saturday. Mostly going to be in the form of rain Saturday night into Sunday, but much of that will clear out by the time we get to Sunday morning, so that will mostly be an overnight issue. And then by the time we get to Monday, as I mentioned, that's our next solid chance of rain. And some of this could be mixed with snow, especially for the northern counties near the central portion of the state. And this will likely occur during the day on Monday, but it also looks to clear out of our area by early Tuesday, although we may still see some lingering rain and possibly some snow for Tuesday as well. Now, for the next 7 days, we could see at most about an inch of rain, which is a little bit above average, but certainly nothing drastic, nothing like what we have seen over the last couple of weeks with some other rain events that have moved through Wisconsin. Let's also take a look at our weather photo of the day, showing some frost in Sun Prairie. This was sent in by Mike Fasula. I apologize if I mispronounced your last name, but showing, like I mentioned, showing some nice frost in Sun Prairie. So thank you, Mike, for submitting that photo. And you can submit your own weather photo either through our app or through this email address you see on screen, which is firstwarn@WISC-TV.com. Now here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Temperatures will rise to the 50s for the weekend, and then we have a good chance of rain and possibly some snow for the beginning of next work week that may linger into Tuesday and Wednesday, as those temperatures will fall back into the upper 30s with overnight lows possibly back into the 20s. Like I mentioned, although we're going to warm up the next couple of days, in general, it is November, so temperatures are only going to get colder moving forward.
That's the way it goes. All right, Jacob, thank you.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. Up next, Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen showing you a way to make your Halloween candy disappear in no time.
If you were to ask me what my favorite type of food is, Italian would certainly be on the top of my list. I mean, how can you go wrong with foods like pasta, hearty casseroles, and pizza? My neighbor recently introduced me to one new favorite called Brujol. It's so good, I'd like to share our version of it with you. It might even become your new Italian favorite. To make it, we start by placing thinly sliced top sirloin steak on a cutting board. Since we want this to be pretty thin, we gently pound it out with a meat mallet. Now for the filling, we combine some Italian breadcrumbs, Romano or Parmesan cheese, some chopped Genoa salami, a couple of eggs, and a bit of black pepper. This gets spread onto each steak, and then we roll them up. After securing each one with a toothpick, we saute them in a soup pot in a bit of olive oil until they're evenly browned. Then we add some jarred sauce and let them simmer until they're tender. Brujol sounds like something you'd make at a fancy cooking school in Naples, but the truth is, it's super easy. To get our version of Brujol, which we call Italian beef roll-ups, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an old world way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
That was not how to make a Christmas Halloween candy disappear. Anyway, next at noon, Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council will show us how to make beef stuffing for Turkey Day. Stay with us.
3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with Spectrum Internet delivering fast and reliable speeds, advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security on your devices, Spectrum Mobile with unlimited talk, text, and data, and now TV with the all-new Zumo Stream Box. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum mobile line, and the Zumo Stream Box, free when you add Spectrum TV. Call 833-976-4999. With Spectrum and Zumo, all your favorites are brought together in one place. Use the voice remote to search across live TV, on-demand movies and shows, and the most popular streaming apps to watch what you want faster and easier than ever. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
DePaco Credit Union works to ensure members are well on their way to living a life worth loving. We're committed to enhancing well-being and strengthening the cooperative through programs like Thank Yous. This year, DePaco members share more than $3.3 million in thank yous by saving, borrowing, and planning for the future. When we consistently work together to boost financial well-being, we power the credit union, creating brighter community for all. Not a member? Join the movement where member ownership pays. Visit a DePaco branch or join online at depaco.com.
Turn up the heat with early bird holiday hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Cozy up. Kids and ladies socks are $4.99 a pair, and assorted dog sweaters are just $3.99. Aromatherapy animals are only $6.88. Get sizzling savings. This multi-cooker is only $35.59, and this flat iron gas griddle just $179.99. Other stores have this patio heater for $159.99, but it's Menards' hottest deal at just $69.99. Don't miss out. The early bird gets the deal.
Save big money at Menards.
Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council is here. Turkey Day's right around the corner, but don't forget the beef.
Right. I know. I kind of don't want to infringe on Turkey Day, but then I kind of want to infringe on Turkey Day.
That's your job.
That's my job. So I kind of was trying to think of how we can incorporate beef into Turkey Day, because like I make the turkey every year at Thanksgiving for the Horkin family. So it's my one turkey a year, and I do the stuffing. And so we have a checkoff recipe that we can incorporate beef into the stuffing. Oh. So you take a pound of ground beef and you season it up to taste like a sausage. So some sage, onion powder, garlic powder, a little salt, a little crushed red pepper. So brown that up with those seasonings and then saute up. The recipe calls for leek. You definitely don't have to do a leek. You could do onion, but it calls for leek, make it a little fancier. And then your traditional bag of stuffing, breadcrumbs or cubes or whatever you like, you could do. And then beef broth as the liquid instead of like a chicken stock, which we typically use. And then diced Granny Smith apple. So like one whole apple, little crunch, and then craisins too. So a little sweet. So it's pretty good.
All in there.
Yeah, see it all in there. And then it makes a huge 9x13 dish like this. So you got plenty of stuffing. So maybe if you're looking to change it up a little bit, do a little different recipe, we got a little beef in there, or you can make this as a full meal since you got your protein right in there and just have that for lunch.
Maybe a little more meat, perhaps.
Yep, definitely.
Okay. Next.
So then appetizers too, maybe Thanksgiving or over the weekend, you're looking at making some fun appetizers. These are little wontons, we call them itty bitty beef bundles. But a really simple wonton recipe, so a pound of ground beef, just brown that up, or actually you don't brown it up, you add in some dark sesame oil, but you cook a broccoli slaw. Okay. So you saute that up to soften it so it's not hard and crunchy, and then you mix the cooked broccoli slaw with your lean ground beef. And you might want to use definitely a leaner ground beef for these because you're going to put it in the wonton raw with the cooked slaw, the sesame oil, a little garlic, a little ginger. That's it.
That's it?
Yep, that's it. Then your wonton wrappers. Package of wonton wrappers in the supermarket is about 48 wrappers, and you will probably use almost them all with a pound of ground beef and like the bag of broccoli slaw. Makes quite a few, so.
And you find those in the produce department, right?
Yes, yep. Kind of right by salad dressing, like refrigerated salad dressings, the egg roll wrappers, like we made egg rolls, and then kimchi and stuff like that. I just have a jarred peanut sauce kind of for dipping, but any teriyaki sauce or soy sauce would be great. But kind of fun beef appetizer recipes. We've got beef and blue cheese stuffed mushrooms too. We've got a fancier kind of wonton recipe with a homemade dipping sauce you can find on beeftips.com also.
Beeftips.com.
Yes, check it out.
Okay, thanks, Ange.
Have a great Thanksgiving. It's November.
It is November. Here's Jacob with one final check of the forecast.
Thanks, Mark. Temperatures today are going to be slightly warmer than yesterday, but still well below average. Highs will be in the upper 30s, lower 40s for some. We're going to see plenty of cloud cover, but there is going to be a few breaks from the clouds with some sunshine at times. There'll be a bit more sunshine tomorrow as temperatures continue to warm up. By Friday and the weekend, we could see highs at near 50, but then we have a chance of rain, especially Sunday night into Monday, and that will really cool things off for the middle of next week as we could see some of that rain transition into snow. Highs could be back in the upper 30s by Wednesday and Thursday of next week with overnight lows back in the 20s. I also want to point out that this weekend the clocks are going to be moved back an hour, so Sunday the sunset's going to be around 5 p.m., possibly before then. So that's a good sign that winter is right around the corner. If the fact that it's November 1st wasn't a sign, definitely the clock's moving back is one.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Jacob. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.